Salma, good morning. Oh, Yogi was up. Good morning, Yogi. I don't think you're here. I hope you're sleeping in. Morning, Jack. What's up, Jack? Hi, baby boy. Do you want to come in this way? No? Change your mind. Yeah? Go ahead. Good morning, Wasa. Wasa, you're so cute. Yes, dear. Go ahead. You can get up there. You are funny. He says, Mom, I wouldn't ask permission for that. Could be. What do you want? He says, get rid of the phone, Mom. That's what I want. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right, you think about it. It's over here. That's what I thought. Jack is never creepy. Chania? Hello. I'm sorry. Hello. I'm lost. Oh, hot coffee. Wasa, for somebody who likes creepy stuff, I find it funny that you mentioned other things being creepy. There we go. Hi, Mr. Dollar City. Mr. Dollar City, I heard a bird that sounds like our crows. Big blackbirds. Oh, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hello, my friend. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday, huh? Guess what? 1 week till vacation. I take vacation in 1 week. Did you hear that? Vacation. Well, I don't know. I guess Bigfoot isn't creepy. What about cryptids? Are you into cryptids? Allegedly. Yep. They are creepy, especially crawlers. Yeah, I don't get into cryptids because, yeah, I don't want to scare myself. Oh, Jackie, the cutest puppy in my house. Salma, kind girl. Hello, my friend. How are you? Salma. I'm looking for it. Wait, Selma's here. Wait. Come cat. We have celebration of Salma. Celebration of Salma Day. It's COS for Selma because I loved her so much. I missed you. Dogman's also though creepy. Then there are things that clear out there, but we just don't know what to classify them as. Caught on trail cams and described in eyewitness accounts, often from multiple credible people. Yeah, and I don't doubt it. I also think that, some people were meant to see it and some people weren't. I'm a weren't. I'm a weren't. Someone says, hi, Wasa. Oh no, her cousin, Wasa. Selma's cousin is being evil. It's no bueno, Selma. Uh-oh. Selma's cousin is possessed. She probably sees Oh, those cryptid thingies too. Yep, she's evil. She might. I'm just teasing Selma. I'm sorry you're going through something. If it's not one thing, it's another, right, Selma? She's possessed. I don't know. No, I dropped my hairbrush. It's very far away. Hey, did I mention I go on vacation in a week? I'm not going anywhere, but I don't want to go to work. The countdown is on. One, let's see, 1, 2, oh, so I have today and Monday, next Friday and next Saturday. I have 4 more days of work. Selma says she went to the hidden trail without me knowing. Oh no. You really don't need that. It's not doing you any good, Cat. Someone says her cousin Sophia is acting crazy. When somebody's acting crazy, I just walk away. You can't talk to crazy. You can't reason with crazy. You just can't. Sometimes you just gotta walk away, Selma. Worry about your own peace. Or make your own peace your priority. Someone says, my cousin Sophia is out of control. Let me see. Nope. She's not going to do that. Sophia's interesting to you, Wassa? Or crazy 26-year-olds. She tells me that she has an evil twin. Sophia tells you that? Oh, she says it's not me, Selma. It's my evil twin. She came back from the trail or forest you mentioned at Yogi, Selma, acting unusual. Oh, Selma says Sophia does have an evil twin? My, this is a lot. This is really a lot, Selma. I don't know how you deal with it all, sister. You're so brave and such a good person, Selma. I love you so much. A twin or a doppelganger, says Wassa. We'll have to ask Mr. Owl. Selma says it's a twin. Selma, are you up very early? Did you go to sleep at all? Have you been to sleep already? I don't ever usually see you this early in the morning, ma'am. I was about to call Sophia Psycho Sophia, but instead it's her evil twin. Does her evil twin have a name? You just woke up. Okay, wow. Well, good morning. We woke up together this morning, Selma. You, me, and Jack. Also says because doppelgangers can be unbelievably terrifying for people, as you can imagine. My mother had one in my nightmares when I was growing up. Most unbelievably terrifying thing I can remember, and Lady Sky says, hi, 1 day till Father's Day. 4 days till Cat goes on vacation. More importantly, 4 days till Cat goes on More importantly than 4th of July, Cat goes on vacation. Hi, Lady Sky. Mr. Dollar City says hello. Hi, Mr. Dollar City. Thank you. Selma has an evil twin as well. Gosh, these evil twins are taking over the world, Selma. What are we going to do? Also says someone who's been through a lot of things would surely give many others severe PTSD. And this guy says, hi, Wassa. Wah, 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 Wassa. Wassa. Hi, baby. All right. What are we looking for? Yes. Selma says, my evil twin sister name. Oh, wait. My evil twin sister's name is Cat Adam from Criminal Minds. Oh, that's your evil twin sister? Oh my gosh. Selma, what are you going to do? Lassa says, but those nightmares are the fear I remember strongest, my mom's doppelganger. Interesting. Selma says, yes. Well, Selma, you stay safe, stay sweet. You called the police on Cat Adams? Oh no. What did the police say? Selma says, my brother thinks I'm her. Oh no. What a tough situation you're in, Selma. Oh, Cat Adams is crazy. Well, you know, anybody who's named Cat, you got to really just watch your back. Everybody else named Cat, you need to be careful. Losses is sometimes when you think of the incredible things your brain is doing when it fabricates a memory or creates a crazy nightmare plot. I mean, goodness, why? Now that almost seems like something from outside attacking you. Seems like a nightmare. Sounds like a nightmare to me, Wassa. Maybe one day we'll wake up from our nightmare. We'll wake up from this hell that we've created. We'll say, oh gosh, that was a crazy idea. We forgot to laugh about it. We took it way too seriously. Lady Sky says, I had a poll on Facebook yesterday and it got the dumbest question to the poll, Cat and Jack. Do you put butter or milk in your mashed potatoes? A lot of people say both. What's wrong with that? You know, when people make instant mashed potatoes, they add milk. Lassa says, why create such vivid nightmares as those ones and have them stick with me for life? Because, well, you know all the answers, Wassa. You've been hanging out long enough. Did you not learn anything from Dave? No, not Dave. What was his name? Dale. Dave. What the heck? Dale hangs out with Dave. That's why I got really confused for a sec. Selma says, I had her tied up on the chair, but then she escaped and she came out of jail and then she came back for doing evil stuff to me. Wow, Selma. I'm going to pray for you, my sister. Oh, gosh. There we go. Hi, Mr. Dollar City. I hung out with Mr. Dollar City this morning while I was making my coffee. Listen to the birds in the background. I swear he has a crow, something like a crow. But I think we have a bit of a language barrier. No, as a matter of fact, I didn't get all the answers from him. No. What happened here? Here we go. Selma says, I destroyed my evil twin sister, Cat Adams' home because she keeps messing with me. Wow, Selma, do you ever get a rest? This sounds very dramatic. I don't know how you do it, honey. Selma says she was brave. Hi, Michael. It's been a while. Michael at Midnight Junior and Snowflake says, good morning, everyone in the Cat and Jack family and to Jack. I hope everyone's having a great morning. My mom made a nice blanket for the kittens to sleep on my bed. Aw, how sweet. I bet the kittens are getting really big, huh, Michael? Wassa states the obvious that Selma is a superhero. Yes, she is. Very brave. Wassa says, hello, good to see you, Michael. Yeah, I've heard of that, Lady Sky. Is everybody in your family big cookers? Do they all like to cook? She says, I told my aunts about the poll, and both of them said they put sour cream in the mashed potatoes. Well, of course. A baked potato with sour cream. Yes, that makes sense. Selma says, I fight my evil twin sister, Cat Adams. I won the fight. She doesn't know how to fight. LOL. Wassa says, so what is the rightest answer? The rightest answer is add bacon and cheese and you can't go wrong. Lady Sky says, yes, my family loves to cook. What did I miss with Michael? Shoot. My first truck this morning just showed up. Let's see, hang on. Snowflake loves playing with midnight. Nope. Snowflake loves playing with moonlight and Nosh. I was in the hospital with a meds allergy attack. Oh my gosh, Michael. Yes. Moonlight's getting so big and Nosh is growing a little bit. Oh. I'm allergic to a med they gave me for my UTI. Ooh. Lady Sky says, my aunt from Texas made a lemon cheesecake. It was so delicious. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I would have to have proof. Lady Sky says, the correct answer is both. All of the above. Anything you want. That's so great. That's the great thing about potatoes. They're so versatile. Potato pancakes. That's a lot of work, by the way. Wassa says, what? I thought you said both was a bad answer. I clearly misunderstood also, Wassa. Oh no, Selma, you're not. No, I thought we weren't bringing up any ex-boyfriends' names. That is a banned subject. She wrote a song about her ex-boyfriend called Bubble. You're a big bubblehead and I want to stick a pin in you and make you pop. Was that the song? I want to make you pop like a big old zit. That's so gross. Michael at Midnight Junior in Snowflake says, I'm going to get blood work and a skin test to see what meds you're allergic to. That's a good idea. Real good idea, Michael. What, popping zits is disgusting? Is that what you're saying? Don't say you never popped a zit. You were never tempted. Volcano. Yes, you have. You've been there. Oh, Baba. Yum coffee. Do you dream a lot, Wassa? We were talking about nightmares. Selma says hot peppermint tea and pretty pink clouds floating over me. I got myself finally free, soaking in a glitter bomb bath. Call me crazy, but I finally found my peace when I act like I don't need you. Sounds about right, Selma. Pretty pink clouds floating over me. I like that. No, I didn't like this one. Or that one. That one I do. Lassa says, why does YouTube keep blocking Michael's harmless chats? It's not us, Michael. If any vanish. Oh, is that what's happening? I don't know. Moonlight followed my mom into her bedroom and jumped on her bed and slept with her. There could be a lot of words in there that could be taken the wrong way. I'm not sure. Hi, Daniel. Sorry, Michael. He says, yep, you got the blood work. I got that part. You're approving them all, but they're definitely not just posting. You see, yeah. I'm guessing. That's the only thing I can figure. Harmless things can be mistaken, I suppose. Daniel says, Wasa, hi, buddy. How are you? Wasa says, hey, Daniel. What's up, my friend? What's good for snacks today, Wasa, Daniel? Sama says, now I'm living in a state of dopamine. Don't ruin that for me too, baby. Don't burst my bubble. La 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 la. I don't know the song, so la 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 la. Wassa says, what song is that, Selma? Daniel is sending love. Tommy says, drinking too much. And your dog is cute. Who's drinking too much? Were you drinking too much? What's today, Saturday? Did you party on Friday? Good for you. I don't remember doing, I guess. Fridays. You know what we would do as teenagers? We'd go out into the woods, have bonfires, and do things we weren't supposed to do. Not drinking too much. Drank too much. You drank too much. Oh, that's tough. That's one of the things we used to go out into the woods and do. Daniel says, I sent pictures of my food. I will have to check it out sometime today, Daniel. I am excited to see. I'm also excited to see Michael's kittens, how big they've gotten. Tommy says, no, saving me. It already happened. Well, Daniel had 2 cold beers. Wassa says, oh boy, I can't imagine doing that now, hanging out on Friday night out in the woods by a bonfire, having drinks, smoking a little smoke. Tommy says, it was a good night. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. I wasn't quite sure. I was a little confused at first. Selma continues, I finally got over you, and now you crawling back. What the what? Daniel says, I can see. I'm glad somebody can. Wasa says Daniel's keeping chill. Is it super warm there tonight? Are you warm, Daniel? We cooled off. Like I have the window open because it's really cool outside. I don't know what I'm gonna do when Jack runs out of rind. Someone says, I finally got over you and now you're crawling back. What the la 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 la. I'd rather avoid the truth because this feels like a punch in the gut. Are you saying it should be legalized in Tennessee? Well, you know, we're a very Republican state. Good guns, God and country. But we don't do that wacky weed stuff here in Tennessee, don't you know, Daniel Kids? No, I'm kidding. I agree with you, Daniel. Michael at Midnight Junior and Snowflake says, I will update new pictures of the kittens tomorrow. They are sleeping and Snowflake's in bed. The kittens took over my other bed while Snowflake's sharing her bed with me for now. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Michael. Oh, don't burst my bubble. La 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 la. Don't burst my bubble. La 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 la. Ah. Daniel is mad. Did something not come through, Daniel? I don't see anything. I can see is the last thing I saw that you, he says, don't do that. Don't do what? What I do? Oh no. Don't ruin a good song? Awasa agrees, Daniel. For sure, it should be. You're right. Me? What I do? Oh, being like sarcastic, talking about Republicans in the very right-leaning state of Tennessee. Was that what you were talking about? I was just being funny. I was trying to be funny. Someone says French vanilla perfume, dancing like an assortment on the moon, deleted every picture of you, pushing a because you're talking about it. I don't know. Michael says, my mom can tell they miss me. The cats, of course. Daniel, I don't know if you thought I was making fun of you. I was not. F Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I love the state. I don't love the laws, but it's a very beautiful place. It's too dry. Oh, well, yeah. So, Daniel, how close are you to your surrounding states? What do you have? Arkansas? I don't mind. It's too dry. Smoke a little. I'm just wondering if any of the states bordering Tennessee, besides Virginia, North Carolina, no. South Carolina, I don't think so. Wassa says, hey Daniel, we both agree with you 100% about that barbaric, corruption motivated, vile, traitorous law. It's unforgivable. You know, if they just, whatever. Salma says, French vanilla perfume, dancing like an assortment on the moon. Deleted every picture of you, pushing all the feelings away, burning that sage, call me crazy, but I finally found my peace. Sounds like a good song, Salma. I don't know it. Burn that sage, Selma. And wash that boy right out of your hair. Okay. When I act like I don't need you, now I'm living in a state of dopamine. Don't ruin that for me too, baby. Don't you burst my bubble like the pin I want to pop in your head. Pow. La 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 la. Daniel says just say it. Um, I hear you, Wassa. Wassa says it's treason, Cat, to conduct war on any segment of the American people. It's the only crime specifically described in our Constitution, really. Hi, Alina. Thank you for coming by. I hope you're well. Jack, say hello over here. Yep, say hello. He says, what? I agree with a lot. Just, it's not my focus because it's not my mission to fight these fights or I don't believe in fighting any fights, but it's not my purpose this go around to play around in making a change there. You know what I've always wanted? I always wanted my purpose to just be a steady. Do you know there's some people who meditate for, I mean, that's what they do. Well, I guess you know that, right? People who meditate just for a living or for that's what they do. That's their sole purpose is to generate this. Well, anyways, never mind. I want to be one of those people. Someone says, I finally got over you and now you're crawling back. What the what? Daniel, do you know what song this is? La la la. La. There's a lot of la 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 la's in there. I'd rather avoid the truth because this feels like a punch in the gut, Wassa. But I have some really, I'm going to get myself in trouble. I have some really mixed feelings about people trying to overthrow our government. There was somebody way back when who said something, the country needs revolution every, 200 years in order to basically stay honest, was the idea of the quote. I don't think he was wrong. Selma says, don't burst my bubble, la 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 la, don't burst my bubble, la 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 la. Selma says, that's for the boys because they're always bursting my bubble. Well, don't let them have anything to do with your bubble, Selma. It's your bubble. Brendan, hello. I haven't been thinking about you at all this morning, Brendan. If you ever thought that or something gave you that idea, it's wrong, okay? Just want you to know. Selma says chicken butts. Oh no, not chicken butts. Chicken butts are disgusting, trust me. I know very well, Selma. It's whose fault? Eric McCarty's fault? What did he do? Brendan says, Wassa, have you had the chance to look at the video I sent you yet? Yogi says chicken butt yesterday. Well, I will have a talk with him about chicken butts. Chicken butts is one of the worst things you could call somebody. Ew. Wassa says, oh, I knew if I put the true quote you were referring to that YouTube would delete it, and they did. Did they really? So you know which one I'm talking about. I don't think that's wrong. I mean, if we could be trusted to keep ourselves honest, we wouldn't be in the mess we're in right now. So that's all. There you are, Nikita. Nikita, I was wondering about you. I was like, I haven't seen you in a long time when I saw Michael this morning. Interesting. Nikita says, good morning, everyone in the Cat and Jack families, and to Jack. Hope everyone is having a wonderful morning. My dad just got off video to go get the girls back to sleep. Moonlight and Nosh are doing great. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to see you guys. And I'm really glad that Michael is okay after his harrowing experience. That must have been pretty scary. Wasa, I missed that. Wasa says, yes, I watched it. You mean the one about the structures in Australia? Dana Kitts has said right in there. Selma adopted a kid yesterday. What's the kid's name, Selma? Brendan says, no, the new one, the Bohemian Grove. Nikita says, I was out of town with mom for mommy's surgery. Oh, I see. I hope everything went well. Yes, my dad was allergic to one of his meds or something in the med. Yeah. Brendan says it's someone with a hidden video camera filming them doing the rituals. Nikita says my mom had to get all of her teeth removed. Oh. Daniel says, and I agree with you, Jackie, with everything you're talking about, and I am really glad you are speaking what's on your mind. Oh, okay, good. Uh, never mind. I have a few regrets, but why? 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 Right, Jack? Why? Selma says her name is Yenna. Is that how you say that? The Happy Girl 6'7". I don't get 6'7". I don't know who Happy Girls is, and I hope I said Yenna right. Wassa says, yeah, I decided to veer out of that discussion. Nikita says, soft. I guess I was being sarcastic to the main party in this state, and I feel like I have friends who visit, and I'm sorry if I was offensive. Wasis is not worth it. It's not worth hurting somebody's feelings either for things that's not their fault. But so many people put an identity on their party. They identify as their party so strongly. I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Daniel says, I can't believe YouTube is being stupid. Yenna is my daughter. I'm her mom. Nice, Selma. Selma, you've been very busy lately. Selma says, I love you, Cat. Daniel has some very strong feelings on our president. And Selma says, hi, Daniel. Let us lighten the mood. I forgot Daniel and Selma are in the same room. You're welcome. That is your thoughts 100% or your feelings. Yes, just for you, Selma. You and Daniel. Do you still have your fart machine? Yes. I think of you every time I pull it out. He is feeling like a superhero today. He's doing great. This is a beautiful state. Look at all the beautiful woods and lakes and rivers and creeks and streams and backwoods roads and meadows and mountains and so many beautiful things about Tennessee. Brendan says, I told you what Leslie told me. She would never lie. I did hear that. How did it go, Selma? You said your dad had plastic surgery. His forehead is swollen. I guess that's to be expected, right? You know who I have not seen in forever? Matt is alive. I should look for him. You're taking care of your dad? That's very good of you, Selma. You're a very good daughter. Hi, Jackie Poo. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Where's your monkey? Uh-huh. Yeah. Selma says, good morning, Jake. Did I miss Jake? Did I miss a Jake? Jack. That's what you meant to say. Good morning, Jack. I'm so dense, Selma. I knew that, didn't I? Yes. Jack, say good morning, Selma. Have right here. Say, hi, Selma. Good morning. I should teach him how to raise his paw, right? As in, like, saying hi. I gotta get more snacks to do that. I'm out of snacks. Say hi, Selma. Selma said, I love you, Jack. Jack, say I love you too, Selma. Just the big stare down, right? Is that what's going on, Jack? We're gonna stare each other down. Oh, puppy. I'm glad you're having fun, Selma. Hi, honey. Hi. You got a knot in your hair. Cause I love you. Thank you. Good boy. Yep. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Yeah, we were having a staring contest. Wasa says people so easily swim comfortably in deep denial. Maybe that's not their, maybe whatever you see them being in denial about is not their purpose. Like somebody could say to me, I'm in deep denial of things going on. I'm not in deep denial. It's just not where I choose to put my focus. Because it doesn't make me happy, and there's not one thing I can do to change things from where I'm sitting except for to change my mind about things. Change the way I see things. Selma's got a new boyfriend. You weren't referring to me? Well, I was, because I would say that I've been accused of something similar. Sticking your head in the sand type thing. You were just repeating a quote. Well, see, you sparked something in me that I agreed with, so you could call that a trigger, even though it wasn't like what you normally think of like a bad trigger. It was just, it sparked something in me to say something because I might have agreed with it somewhere. Selma says, my boyfriend's name is Prince Royce, the Spanish singer. I have not heard of him. Wow, Selma. Daniel says, hi, everyone. Hi, sweet Daniel. Selma says he's a great singer. All right, if you say so, but you guys like Bad Bunny, and I don't get it. So I don't know. I don't know, Selma. Selma says, hi, Daniel. How are you? No, it's not. That's not bad at all, Wasa. It just means I'm aware that that's a trigger for me. Or maybe something I need to look at. Or maybe now that I've looked at it, it'll be over with. Who knows? It wasn't a big deal at all. Daniel says, do y'all have Messenger or anything or not? Anyone have Facebook? Not. Selma says, I'm coming in and out, in and out. Boyfriend, no boyfriend. Boyfriend, no boyfriend. Well, that's growing up, Selma. That's what we do. Good morning, Carl Shell. How are you, my friend? I saw your very damp video from yesterday. That was Jack. Oh, that was my tummy. Oh, that was my tummy again. Selma says, Puppy Mommy said it last week. She called me Miss Swifty. Oh, okay. Puppy Mommy's funny. Yes. Rusty Dog, the ghost. Hello. Puppy. Where's a puppy? Puppy. Puppy. Here, puppy. Jack, you're the puppy. Jack. 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 Jack is watching himself. Carl says TikTok is brilliant. I'm glad you're happy with TikTok, Carl. If you're happy, I'm happy. Selma is happy today. You know what? I love that, Selma. Do you have any plans for today? What's today, Saturday? Yes. What are your plans, ma'am? Carl says the floor of the tent is hard. Yeah, but you're sleeping on the floor, so I wonder what's harder, the ground or a manufactured floor. I would think the earth is a better overall. You're going to the concert with your friends today. What what concert, Selma? Daniel, are you okay in the background there, buddy? Wassa says, are you in a tent, Carl? You're going to the Prince Royce concert. Where is that at? I guess it doesn't matter. I still have no idea who that is. That is, I was going to ask you, Daniel. That's why, because it's dry. I understand. Well, maybe it's time to, it's a good thing to take a little break. Maybe. It's in Chicago. Nice, Selma. That's exciting. Carl says I'm in a tent because the apartment is getting deep cleaned. Carl, I don't believe you. If that's true, you need to take a picture or make a video. Selma is having fun. Daniel says, love y'all anyways. Selma says, having fun is the best. Carl says, I'm not having fun. Carl, are you going to take a picture of your tent? I need proof, sir. I am, Carl, because guess what happens next week, Carl? Guess what? Guess what? I go on vacation next week. Wassa says it's like a fun camp out, Carl. You could make a hobo stove and make s'mores. Selma says my mom brings McDonald's yesterday. You know what? I feel like I had McDonald's yesterday too. I did have McDonald's yesterday, Selma, or the day before. I've been craving burgers lately. I don't know. Carl says all vacations are canceled. Thank goodness. You are not my boss, Carl. But kind of, you're right. All vacations are canceled, Carl, because I'm not going anywhere. But there's lots of stuff around here that needs to be done that I guess I'll learn how to do, like fixing some broken steps. Oh, stupid stuff like that. Fixing my electric fence. All these things that I don't want to do, but nobody else is going to do it anymore, so I better learn how to do it. Hi, Barbara. Good morning. She says, hi from Barbara. Daniel says, I hope I am not a bother. Daniel, I love you, and you're not a bother. And I understand when, we all go through things, so it's okay. Barbara says, how are you and Jack doing? Really good, Barbara. How about you? Lassa says, stupid stuff like that. Yes, exactly. Selma says, on July, my dad's dad is coming to my house with my aunt. Wassa says, I'd help if I was closer, Cat. Yeah, sure. Easy to say since you're all the way across the country, diagonally. Funny. Thank you, Wassa. Carl says it's the farmer's fence. I don't know what that is, Carl. Wassa says true. It was easy to say. Think twice if you were my neighbor, wouldn't you? Selma says, I'm excited for Father's Day. Are you? Oh, that's tomorrow. Well, good, Selma. You've been taking really good care of your dad lately because of his surgery. So you've been a really good daughter. Rusty says, are you gay or is Jack? Don't you know? Have you not met my girlfriend, Rusty Dog the Ghost? Carl says, I'm not. Excited for Father's Day? I know. Some people don't have their fathers around, so it's not the best. There is love. Rusty says, no, not yet. Surprising. She's usually hanging out on the bed. Selma says, I'm taking them out to eat at the restaurant tomorrow afternoon. Nice. That's very sweet, Selma. Yeah, Daniel misses his dad. Well, I think you should just, celebrate him tomorrow. Rusty says, just wondering. Thanks. Sure, no problem. Do you know? Oh, never mind. I was going to tell about how I was a real jerk one time, but I'm done. I'm done telling stories making me look bad. They're just stories about things that never happened. Uh, Carl's not celebrating either. I see that, Carl. Selma says, aw, Daniel, I'm so sorry for your loss. Matt Torrance, hello, my friend. Jack, Mom is back in the ER tonight. One of the blood cultures still showed an infection. Well, I'm sorry about that. I hope they figure it out soon, Matt. Rusty talked to Gus to say it. No. I was a very big Christian at one point, and my daughter told me when she was in college that she was gay. And I said to her, I still love you, but I'm so sad that you're going to go to hell. What? That's how steeped in the religion that I was willing to accept a God who would not love my daughter just because of who she loved. Carl says Ephraim had a good live stream. I'm glad to hear that, Carl. Did she do it on Facebook or YouTube? Daniel says to Selma, you are a wonderful person on this earth. She really is, Daniel. She's the best. Aw, she says, thank you, Daniel. You are a great person. Oh, it was on YouTube? I'm sorry I missed it. You know how it is, Carl. When I'm working, even when I'm not working, I'm not very reliable to catch everybody's live streams. I'm sorry I did miss it. Was she doing a nighttime one, Carl, with her telescope? I did catch one that she was doing one night, and that was nice. Aw, someone says, don't cry, Daniel. Your dad is in heaven with Jesus. And Daniel says to Selma, aw. Carl says, I'm crying. I'm sorry, Carl. But just like Selma said, don't cry, Carl. Your dad is in heaven with Jesus, which means he's watching you and he's always with you. Hi, Paul. Good morning. Brendan says, and Paul, yo. Daniel says, love you, Bob, even though you ate Bobo. Someone says, hugs to you, Carl, and hugs to Daniel. And Wassa says, it is fine to cry, Carl. Have it out. We all do it. Only some people talk about it more than others. That's all. This guy last week was telling me how frustrated he was at the amount of work he had. And I told him, it's okay. When I get frustrated, I just cry it out. Literally, in the back room, be crying. And I feel so foolish. Carl says, Tina M loves me. Carl, you know you have many, many people who love you. Hi, Tina M. Many, many, many. No, Daniel. That's too much for Selma. Wasa says, props to Tina M. Yes, we love Tina because she loves Carl. Selma says, I cry all the time because of my emotions. You just gotta let it out. You can't let it sit in there and fester because then it gets angry and you hurt people you love for reasons that make no sense. Carl, I see what you're doing, Carl. I see you, Carl. Brendan says, I think I forgot to say hello to you, Daniel Kitts. How are you going? I hope all is well. Daniel says, okay, my apologies. Our girl Selma is young. She might not understand. Selma, I'm so glad you hung out with us today. I have missed you. Daniel says, I was young at one time. You're still young compared to me. Wasa says to Bob, did I finish my reply? You meant the video with the Australian ancient structures. No, he said the one about Bohemian Grove. The hidden video. Hidden camera video. He says, I'm toasty right now, spacing off. Paul says, I was born very young. Carl says, I'm not young. You're young at heart, Carl. Selma says, I'm 20. I thought you were younger than 23, Selma. She says, but I'm older than my brother. Wassa says, oh, I forgot that. Bob, Brendan, I do want to watch that. I probably will tomorrow, which is today or tomorrow for you, Brendan. Paul says, in my mind, I'm still young. Me too, Paul. I'm like still that young. Well, yes. Brendan said, you should like it. It's different to the one that Alex Jones did. Daniel says to Selma, I am probably just going to chill with my friends. Daniel is 33. Paul says, I'm 18. Selma says, we love you, Daniel. We do. Daniel says, I remember being a teenager. Me too. The good things and the bad things. I think the best good things were when I ran away from home, unfortunately. Brendan says it's nearly 6:30 p.m. Saturday down here. Oh, well, he's going to do it in the past for you. Wassa says to Brendan, okay, yes, I intend to watch it. It slipped my mind. I'm glad you reminded me. Selma says, I'm watching the World Cup game right now. Oh, you're watching it. Wait a minute, I thought you were going to a concert. You're confusing me, Selma. Daniel says he wishes he could go back. I don't think I do. Brendan says, all good, man. Daniel says, I am going to get on my pillow and tummy. You know what that means. It was the monkey. Selma says, I'm going to the concert tonight, but when I get back home, I'm probably going to watch the game. Got you. That's a big day, Selma. And then tomorrow you're taking your dad out to lunch. Mm-hmm. She's still not ready. Daniel says to Selma, I feel what is it? Pooped. Selma says, on Sunday, I'm going to church in the morning and then you're going to lunch with your dad. Got it. Carl says, everyone here is wrong. Carl, I love you so much. What's wrong? I mean, what are we wrong about? Anything in particular? You know how much we in Wassa like being wrong. So there's got to be a reason you said it. Paul says it's supposed to be raining at the same time of this outdoor wedding today. Ooh, bummer. Brendan says to Selma, go Brazil. Paul says, I wonder if they have a backup plan. They've got to, right? Not get married? Wouldn't that be interesting? We're going to have an outdoor wedding, and if it rains, then that'd just be the sign that we're not supposed to get married. Selma says, on Monday, I take a day off, and then on Tuesday, I'm going to Corvilla. Is your whole family going, Selma? I don't know what that is. Oh, Prince Royce. La 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 la. Paul says, I painted a wedding card with watercolors. Did I jinx it? Oh my gosh. Did you really? What a wonderful gift. Priceless piece of art. Carl says, all music is canceled. Oh, it was Prince Royce. I got it. Paul says, yes, I love it. Anyway, she said Prince Royce concert, Bob. Do you know Prince Royce? Does he sing the La 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 song, Selma? Yogi will be on in half an hour. Paul says, cancel Carl, but we love music. I think Carl, you know how some people music is too distracting or too much noise. I think it maybe affects Carl like that, but he loves his Christmas carols. The botch test song. I don't know. Brendan says, never heard of them. I will hook him up. He probably looks like Bad Bunny, I'm guessing. Sarah says, hi, Sarah. Good morning. She says, good Saturday morning, Cat&Jack family. Good morning. Daniel says, hi. And Selma says, yes, look up Prince Royce. Really? Paul says, I woke up singing. Wow. Brandon says, what type of music is Prince Royce? Carl says, trains and planes are better than music. That's interesting, Carl. Sarah says, try new age music. Bachata songs? Bhakta? Paul says, waking up singing happens a lot. Interesting. Any particular song, or do the songs have meanings? Are you making up your own words? Daniel says, hi, everyone. Hello, sweet Daniel. How's it going? How's your tummy going? Excuse me. Daniel says, music is good. Yeah, some people just can't handle it, I guess. I don't know. Sarah says, hi, Daniel. Selma says, I'm getting coffee today. Uh-oh, watch out. Are you allowed to have coffee, Selma? You're always already full of energy. You know what the best thing about Selma is? Her laugh. Every time I think about Selma and Selma's laugh. Brendan says, I listen to a bit of everything, but metal and punk are my favorite. See, Selma's laugh. If you've not experienced Selma's laugh, I feel sorry for you. Carl says, who is Selma? Right above you, Carl. Selma, kind girl, love our toy pups for CEO. That is my good friend Selma. Daniel says to Selma, Selma, Selma says, evil laugh. You don't have an evil laugh. You have a laugh that is pure joy. And anybody who hears it can only help, they can't help but experience a little bit of that joy. Selma says, excuse you, Daniel, LOL. Daniel is sending love to Sarah. How are you, Sarah? Wait a minute. Selma says we should do a co-stream together. Are you talking to Daniel? Because I heard Daniel did a live stream. Did you do a live stream last week, Daniel? Was it you? I heard about it way too late, but I thought... Oh, with me, I was thinking that, Selma. I was thinking I should do that so Selma could share her laugh with everybody. I was going to ask you, Selma, do you know how to do it? Because I don't even know. I don't even know how to set it up. Because I thought about it. I asked Paul if he would come up one morning. But I would love to have you up one morning, Selma, one morning when I don't have to go to work, for sure. Carl says YouTube has a week to enforce its law. What law is that? Selma says Yogi knows how. I will ask him, Selma. We'll get it worked out, maybe in a week. Daniel says, Selma, my tummy feels better and I love to... And Carl says, yes, but he didn't explain what law. Oh, the 18, The age thing, Carl? Selma says, same, Daniel. Paul says, where do you live, Selma? Not your address, just your general area. She says, I am not going to in the concert. Nobody will know. Why not? Nobody will know. How are they going to know? Nobody will know. How would they know? Nobody will know. Carl says, I've brought people up. Have you, Carl? I thought you said you have not. I thought you told me you do not co-stream. Sarah says, Super Jack is all tuckered out. He is. I don't know why, though. Well, because that's what he does this morning. I don't know. I don't know why I even asked. Sama says, Columbia, Paul. Daniel says, I am happy. We love to. Paul says, nice, Selma. Brendan says, just had a look at Prince Royce. Not bad. Smooth. Not my cup of tea. And I hope it's a good concert, Selma. Is he like Bad Bunny? Selma says, yes, Daniel. Carl says, I've had A-frame up. Really, I did not know, Carl. I missed it. It's probably before I knew everybody. Selma says, thank you, Bob. If indeed that is really your name, Bob. Selma says, he loves Bad Bunny. Prince Royce loves Bad Bunny. Can you tell I'm not impressed by Bad Bunny? Not my cup of tea. What? Bob the Builder? Oh, Brendan. Are you calling Brendan Bob the Builder? Bob the Builder ate Bobo. But it's okay, because it wasn't really him. It was really Brendan. Okay. Carl says, America is ending. What? On the 4th of July? Wow, Carl. Okay, we shall see. Right around the corner. What did Lady Sky say? 11 days. Brendan says, can I fix it? Yes, I can. Oh, is that a Bob the Builder thing? Daniel says to Selma, I hope you have fun at the concert. Selma says it's Bob the Builder's theme song. I think Selma said, thank you, Daniel. Hi, Doug. Good morning. Jack says, thanks. Well, he would if he was awake. Oh, speaking of, are you awake? You heard you're beautiful? You're like, oh, thank you. Me? Thank you. Ooh. Selma says, hola, Doug. Paul says, why is my short-term memory so bad? Mine too. Oh, funny. I just think it's funny at this point, because what else am I going to do? Like, it's ridiculous. Carl says, I want my share bear. I have not seen her this morning. Tina says to Paul, love you, and I hope you have a blessed day and get some cold ones. I have some and get good sleep. Selma says, I love coming here. Aw, thank you, Selma. I love you being here. Daniel says, right, Miss Jackie? I agree. Good. It's always good to agree. Share Bear's one of your managing moderators? Ah, I see. She's very sweet. Someone says Jackie Boo Bear. Jackie Boo Bear. Jackie Boo Bear. Hello, come back, Jackie Boo Bear. Paul says, love you, Daniel. I hope your day is blessing filled and I will have some cold ones at the wedding. Nice. What now? I don't know what the next one was. Huh. Carl says weddings are canceled. Oh, Selma says, Paul, congratulations. Dana, did I read that out loud? Sometimes, Miss Jackie, it's wild nights. I can only imagine. Selma, Paul's not getting married. He's going to a wedding. And it's an outdoor wedding and it's supposed to rain. And he's wondering if they have a backup plan. I mean, maybe he's getting married. You know, all I know is what Paul tells me. Selma says, we love you, Paul. We sure do. Paul says, my wedding would be national news. What are you saying, Paul? Oops, sorry about that. That was me being a cud. Scared my way. Carl says, no kids in my live stream. Thanks to Share Bear and Allie. Yes. And is that what you want YouTube to enforce, Carl? Paul says, thank you so much, Salma. I love you. And she says, I love you, Paul. Roas, hello. Roa says, are there people here in the chat that feel they will never be married? Carl says, yes. And Paul says, of course. I guess, do you feel like that, Roas? Oh, yes, enforcing the age laws or their. I saw there's a new button on the live stream when you set up a live stream, Carl, that says something about age restricted. Is that what you're doing? Roaz asks those people who say yes, they feel like they'll never be married. Do you feel like it's by choice or by fate? Roaz says mine is fate. Paul says the same. What about you, Carl? Do you feel like you would get married if you met the right person, or do you think you just weren't meant to get married? Daniel says to Paul, ah, yes, and I will too tomorrow night, but you know me, I take pictures and be safe at the wedding. Who is getting married, if you don't mind me asking, buddy? You are my number. I didn't see a number, but number one YouTuber? I've heard him say that before. Oh, Carl says, I'm marrying Tina. Well, I would be very happy for you. Oh, Dana fixed it or finished it. His to Paul. You are my number. Oh, you number one YouTube male friend. Selma says my ex is getting married, but I got forced by someone. Will Jack find a Jackie? Will Jack find his Rose? Maybe. Get it? Jack and Rose? Titanic? Rose was a redhead? All right. Paul says, the niece of the family that saved my life. She calls me her uncle. Really? Wow, Paul. Someone says she is going to one of her ex's weddings. How interesting. Um, says he's putting it all out there, ladies. LOL, was he? I missed it. Someone says, I don't want to go. Well, then don't go, honey. Brendan says, I don't want to alarm or scare you, but there is an alien standing behind you. Run. Roy says, Jack, that is. I don't see it. Maybe he's getting an exam by the alien. That is where they see the mantis beings. There's a short. Paul says, I love ghosts. I do too. I love her too. She's just going to gather some samples so they can create new hybrid gigantuses. Paul says, don't tell Deborah. Deborah who? Carl says, no Americans will see my wedding. Ah. Boas says, kind of looks like it. He's Jack having a radar installed, maybe having a chip installed. No, I think they're gonna use him for the hybrid program. That's been a thing for the women in my family. Jack might as well join it. Paul says, will you get married, Carl? And Daniel says, of course. And I just will say, I will always be alone. Oh, so Daniel also feels that way too, Roaz. Someone says he keeps, oh, I don't want to go. I told him you can't force me that I don't want to. Paul says I could be married tomorrow. I don't doubt that, Paul. Oh, Daniel. Daniel says no one wants me. Oh, Daniel, I love you, honey. I just think you just haven't met the right person yet. You never know. Why not? Paul says, I don't believe that, Daniel. I agree with Paul. I wonder if YouTube will let me make an AI alien abduction scene. Carl says, Team Coca-Cola will be there. Oh, at your wedding. Cool. Daniel is sending Paul lots and lots of love. Thank you, Daniel. You're very sweet. Rose says, yeah, I get that way too. The older I get, the less chance there is of a family line. I'm the end of mine, unfortunately. The Smiths Morrissey song is true. So I wonder, I guess it would only be, I wonder. I wonder if women ever get that, like, I'll never carry down the family line. I've never had that. I've never worried about that. I've heard my mom worry about it for her dad. But Paul says, I love the Smiths, Roaz. And Summer says, Daniel, what? Nope, Daniel. Oh, there's other girls who want you in your life, in their life. Paul says, I've been told my whole life that nobody would want me. Who has told you that, though? And if somebody's telling you that and you believe it, you must be telling yourself that. Paul says, but it's an awful big world. It sure is. Selma says, some boys said that I'm not beautiful. Well, those boys don't matter, Selma. That's what I can tell you right now. They don't matter. Anybody who knows my Selma knows you are the most beautiful, joy-filled creature that I have ever met. Carl says his wedding will be on Facebook, but not for America. Paul says it's an awfully big world and I am full of love. Right? Selma says they are just jealous. Agreed. Aw. Roa says, the only girl in my life is a stray cat. Women in California tend to be superficial, focusing on wealth more than personality. I hope it isn't like that across the U.S. Selma says, I'm dyeing my hair red. I'm going to be a baddie. You do not have to dye your hair red to be a baddie. But if you do, it's a good warning to people who cross your path. It's like a big red flag. Be careful. Be careful. Paul says, I may need a lot of work, but I'm worth it. I don't know why you think you need a lot of work. And true love sees past all that. Brennan says the Smiths have some great songs. This charming man is probably my favorite. Someone says, I will teach the boys a lesson. Roaz says, fuchsia is a tad more intimidating. Maybe. Paul says, my hugs alone are chef's kiss. Mwah. I don't know how else to say that emoji. Daniel says, to Daniel. Nope, Daniel says to Selma. Oh, God bless you, sweetheart. And I hope and pray because you know what the worst thing is? Dying alone. I don't think you ever die alone, even if you think you do. But I guess we'll find out when that time comes, huh? Selma says, I'm going to have a new name too. Oh. Carl says, I want Facebook to buy YouTube outright. I don't think that's happening. Where is Rosie, by the way? Darn her. Paul says the Smiths has so many good songs. I couldn't pick just one. Selma says, my new name is going to be Ellie from Evil Dead Rise, the movie. Oh. Ellie, huh? Interesting. Daniel says, God bless everyone in this live stream tonight. Everyone sleep good. It's you too, Daniel. Sweet dreams, my friend. Lois says, when you die a first time and come back, you aren't the same person. Well, I think you and our friend Paul have a lot in common. And then Paul gets all excited and says, Johnny Marr on guitar. That rhymes. Daniel says, what are you eating? Who? I'm going to make a smoothie to take to work with me. Brendan says there is a new Evil Dead movie coming out soon. Oh, is that why you're mentioning that, Selma? Paul says, Cat's going to binge watch Evil Dead. No, I'm not. I can pretty much promise you I'm not. Selma says, I'm in the movie, right? Because your name is Ellie. Carl says he's going live on YouTube, Carl, before I go. Are you going live on YouTube because it's Yogi's time? I'll go hang out with you, Carl, if you go live. You let me know. Daniel agrees with you guys that horror is the best. Someone says, yes, Ellie. I am Ellie and I am in the movie. Roaz says, I'll watch it if Bruce Campbell will still carry the torch. Paul says, will the wedding that's on Facebook be live, Carl? Someone says, hey, I'm in the movie, guys. Paul says, awesome, Selma. Daniel says, I love y'all. Bye. Sleepy time. Sweet dreams, Daniel. He says, nice, Selma. All right. That is our bell. It's yogi time. Selma says, watch and see what happens to me. All right. You'll have to tell me all about it. Everybody says, bye, Daniel. Sweet dreams. To those of you going back to sleep, sweet dreams. I love you guys. Paul, have a fun, safe ride or walk, whatever you're doing. But lots of fun. That's the most important. Brennan doesn't think Bruce will ever do another Evil Dead movie. Yes, I love you, Selma. Paul says, love you all. You're going to ride. Okay, be safe, my friend. I love all of you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's yogi time.